Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit where you get to help me decide some books that I'm going to be reading next. I, a little while ago, made a couple videos of some popular adult books, adult fantasy books that I hadn't gotten around to yet, and then same for some middle grade and young adult books that I hadn't gotten around to yet. And you guys originally voted for The Lies of Locke Lamora for the adult category, and then Percy Jackson for the younger aged category. And while I don't have book reviews for those up yet, I plan on having those up sometime in the near future, but because those were selected first, I went ahead and inserted some new options to the list that I had before. I've updated it, and I would love to get your opinions of what you think I should pick up next. I'll go ahead and start with the ones that I have selected for the adults fantasy science fiction section. So I have found that a couple of the ones that I had on my list from before, I'm going to change a little bit. I had Game of Thrones on there because I've never actually read the Game of Thrones books, but because it's still seeming like it's gonna be a while before the series is done, and because I really didn't like where the show went with the story, and supposedly that is the ending, I'm just not really in a hurry to pick those up. So I've gone ahead and crossed that off the list, and I also crossed off Neil Gaiman off from the list as of right now, and not because I'm not interested in reading Gaiman. I am. It's just that I don't own any of his books, and I don't want to go buy them in order to do this. I don't want you guys to vote for that one, and then I go to find it, and I can't find it on sale at my local used bookstore, and I kind of don't want to have to spend like a lot of money getting a Neil Gaiman book, and I can check it out from the library, but if they don't have it, then I gotta wait, and that's what happened to Lies Locke Lamora. So I just don't want to have to delay me starting a story because I don't own it yet. So I've taken that one off the list. I probably could have found a more concise way to say all that. But anyway, here are the options. We have still on the list The Malazan Book of the Fallen by Stephen Erickson, Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, and then the new ones are Ready Player One and Codex Alera and Reria Revelation. I'm honestly so excited about all of these books. I really don't have a preference as to which one I pick up first. So that's why I thought whatever you guys would like me to pick up first, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with that one. So I'll go ahead and have the poll up here. You can put your vote in, and then sometime during this upcoming month, whenever I'm ready to pick up your guys' pick, I'll go ahead and pick up the one that has the most votes. For the young adult and middle grade, I've only swapped out one thing. So I used to have The Hobbit on this list, but I don't own it, so similar to the Neil Gaiman thing. And then also, some people just got their panties way up in a bunch because I suggested that The Hobbit is age appropriate for young adult and middle grade age range. I can't imagine life being so good that that upsets you that much, but I digress. So I have swapped that one out, and this is now what the options are for the young adult and middle grade age range. So we have essentially anything by Marie Lu, we have The Raven Cycle, we have Illuminae, Six of Crows, and Red Queen. Just a little disclaimer, I have read Six of Crows, and I read the first two books in the Red Queen series, but it was a while ago, and I own all four of the Red Queen books, and then I have the duology for Six of Crows. It's just been so long that I feel like if I tried to continue on with the series, it would be a disservice to those books, and I really wouldn't be able to accurately talk about them or have opinions about them because I have waited so long. I would forget things and I wouldn't have that much interest, and I just don't think it's fair to the authors or the books to do that, even though the books are inanimate objects with no feelings. So I just figured it would be better if I restarted them. With Six of Crows, I know a lot of people really love that duology, and then with the Red Queen series, I think it's one of those series that a lot of people hate on for having tons of tropes and for having a little bit of a snowflake trope as far as the main character being special. But when I read the first two, I thought they were enjoyable enough, and that I've read other YA books that are just as tropey, so I'm not really sure what it is about that one that gets slammed so much. Maybe I will recognize that more on the reread. But either way, I'm down to read both of those, and with the other ones, Marie Lu, I've just heard really good things about, and I would love to start some of her books. With Illuminae, I've heard really good things, but I'm just so daunted by that interesting format of that series because it utilizes different means of storytelling. Sometimes they have video surveillance as a way to tell a story, and then sometimes they have messages being sent to individuals across the galaxy, things like that. And it just throws me off every time I open the book. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then with the Raven Cycle, I'm gonna be really honest. I don't From everything I've heard about it, I don't know if I would like it, but I saw them at a used bookstore and I was like, I'll give these a go, and I grabbed them and I've just not picked them up, and I really don't think it would be fair to turn them back in and get rid of them without even giving them a try. So maybe I just need your guys a little bit of a push, but regardless, whichever ones you choose, just like with the adult category, I'll pick up those, so I'll go ahead and put the poll up here and you can put in your vote. Anyway, that is it. I'm really excited to see which ones you guys end up picking. I probably won't get around to this till the end of the upcoming month, so that way you guys have plenty of time to see this and put in your votes. I have no idea what you guys are gonna pick. It should be pretty fun to see, but anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all later.